Hey guys, Carl, let's take a look at my top long shot pick for the 2023 Kentucky Derby, and that's going to be Continuar, the Japanese horse. My other long shot pick, Blazing Sevens, ended up getting scratched out of the race. So, now it's going to kind of Continuar being my top long shot. And I'll give you a reason why I like him. And his trainer, Yoshida Yahaji, is 2 for 2 in American races. And both those wins came in the Breeders' Cup in 2021. So, these were big time wins. You can come into American and Breeders' Cup race and win. That's nothing to be ashamed of. So, you got to give credit where credit's due. Trader's technically undefeated North American races, and he also races at Dubai and other tracks like that. Maidan. So as you can see, there's a lot of firsts there. He's got 2 wins this year, one with Panthalassa, or however you said it, in the Saudi Cup, and then in the turf sprint, Barat Leon. And I'm sorry if I mispronounce these names. Some of these are really hard to pronounce. Going back to 2022. Uh, you got Stay Foolish won the Red Sea Turf. Uh, Panthalasia again won this group run race in Dubai. Stay Foolish. So as you can see, this trainer is not a bad trainer at all. He's probably one of the top trainers in Japan. But when it comes to talking about all the other horses, he's kind of the overlooked horse out of the Japanese horses, and it's kind of easy to see why. Because he got third at Dermasoda Gaka in the UAE Derby. He got fifth in the Saudi Derby, but that was the first start off the layoff. His 2 year old campaign was, first, second, first. So, obviously this horse has to be pretty decent. I'm gonna draw a line through that. This race to start the year back in February. That was probably just a, race to get him going off the layoff, and then in the UAE Derby. Sometimes that race can be ran near. There's a really big track bias. You ever follow through the history of that race, and it seems like horses that can draw the rail and also be on the lead tend to do really well in that race. Think of Mendelssohn a few years back. Of course, Dermasoda Gake. Just look through the years and watch the history of that race. Pretty much see the same pattern from winning every single year. It's horse on the lead and on the road, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 other years. So keep that in mind. Like Continuar is probably running on a track that was not meant for him. There was no pace going on in the race. Even the trainer for or assistant trainer for Dermasoda Gake said they didn't plan on making the lead when the race unfolded. They seen there was no pace, so they kind of took the lead. So, I think there could be more pace in the Kentucky Derby. I'm not saying it's going to be blistering pace like last year by any means, but I think even a moderate pace can help a horse like Continuar. But the difference is going to come down to odds. And, Dermasoda Gake might be, in that 5-7 to 1 range. Everybody's just talking about the horse. And Continuar is probably going to be in the, 30, 40, 50. Like, he's going to be the longer long shot of the two. And I'm not even sure where his odds might like. I could see 30 to 1, or I can see as high as 50 to 1. As he's not the horse being talked about. It's Dermasoda Gake. So it's going to be curious to see how those odds get impacted come, for Kentucky Derby. But, for a trainer that's undefeated America 2 for 2, and both of those being, big Breeders' Cups wins. And then also, the horse that, or the same trainer that won the Saudi Cup this year, this horse has a lot going for it for connection wise. You're going to get a lot better value. And as I've said before, Japanese horses are, they're here to be taken serious now. Don't discount the horses at all. So that's my long shot pick for the 2023 Kentucky Derby. And thanks for watching, guys. Plenty more to come.